What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check this out. So if there is one rule of the universe that I absolutely believe in 1000%, it's that the truth will always eventually come out about a situation. It doesn't matter how hard you try to hide it. It doesn't matter how many barriers you put between the lie and the truth to try to disguise it, what levels of subterfuge you go through. Eventually, the truth will out. And that goes for Bob Iger too, okay? Now, this guy has been trying to hide behind all of this deception, all of this nonsense that's going on over there at Disney. He's trying to hide the real facts that he's the one that is behind the demise of this company. You know, he's been pointing the fingers at everybody else. He points the fingers at Bob Chapek. Oh, it's Bob Chapek's fault. You know, he tries to throw his creatives under the bus and say it's the creatives' fault. You know, we needed to give them more supervision. That's why the Marvels suck, because we didn't have the executives on set to go over everything, make sure they weren't screwing up. You know, he tries to blame the pandemic. He tries to blame all of the issues going on with the strike. Everything else up under the sun, instead of blaming himself, looking himself square in the eye and saying, it was me. I did this. I did this. This is my fault. And now we got proof that it is absolutely his fault. You can see this headline on Bounding in the Comics. Newly leaked video suggests Disney's turn to politics was driven by Bob Iger's opposition to Jan 6. We should be taking a stand. So, proof positive right there from the words of the man himself. The truth will come out. You can't hide from it. And when it comes to the leaked video, this was actually provided to us by Christopher Rufo, who is absolutely doing the Lord's work when it comes to exposing this company for their behaviors. You'll remember he's the guy that leaked that, Reimagine Tomorrow video, the whole thing where the producer was saying she had a not at all secret gay agenda. Yeah, that was Chris Rufo that leaked that out. So make sure you guys give him a shout out when it comes to him finding this information out and letting the world see it. So here's what he has to say. Exclusive in January 2021, then Disney chairman Bob Iger told employees he was committing the company to taking a stand on politics because of Jan 6, then praised himself for making Black Panther, which he said was an example of diversity and inclusion. So yeah, let's go ahead and listen to what Bob has to say.
Well, I mean, Bob has talked about this eloquently since he's become CEO. I'll say a couple of things about it. You know, we've tended to shy away from politics. And in doing so, I think we've shied away from talking about issues that aren't political at all.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing, Bob. You're an entertainment company. You should absolutely be shying away from politics. You're not a political action committee. You're an entertainment company. You should be focused on entertaining people and keeping politics completely out of the business. Why would you want to make any political statements? Shy away from that crap. Like, look, I pulled up the mission statement. What's the Disney mission statement say? It says here, the mission of the Walt Disney Company is to entertain, inform, and inspire people around the globe through the power of unparalleled storytelling, reflecting the iconic brands, creative minds, and innovative technologies that make ours the world's premier entertainment company. Notice it doesn't say political party. Notice it doesn't say political action committee. It says entertainment company. That is your job, Bob, to entertain. It says it in the first sentence, to entertain. First thing is mentioned in your mission statement, bro. Entertain people. Why do I have to point this out to the CEO of a company that the job of this company is to entertain? The mission on your own website is to entertain people. Through what? Through storytelling. Not getting out there and fighting the power. Nobody's asking you to do that. Leave that to all of them other dudes that's good at it. You're terrible at it, all right? That's the main thing. You're bad at what you're doing, which is why you're tanking your company. This is absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep listening.
Like the issues that we're talking about today, because we believe in doing so. Maybe it looks like we're taking a stand. Well, in that reality, we should be taking a stand. I take responsibility for this. I was CEO for 15 years.
And I want y'all to pay attention to that. I take responsibility for that. Yeah, I was the CEO for 15 years. We should be taking a stand. I should have did it back then. You know, that's what he's saying. But what probably happened is he had voices in the room that was saying, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. All right. Settle down, Bob. Nah, we not taking stands on this. Probably guys like Ike Perlmutter was telling him, shut up. Nope. Nah, no, not happening, bro. Not on my watch. All right. So now that he's cleared the house of those kind of people, Yeah, now I'm just free to run amok and just absolutely take stands all over the place instead of making money for my shareholders.
And so I manage the company's public facing processes and how we were portraying ourselves.
So he was in charge of image. Okay. Bob was about the image of the company. That's what his job was. He's like, yeah, I got to make sure that the image of the business is right, that Disney always looks good in the eyes of the public, because again, we're an entertainment company, and our job is to entertain people and always have a positive image, especially as a family company. That's critical to parents, that you are looking the part, acting the part, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, because we're trusting our children to you. So it's very important that you have a very good public image. That's very, very important. And it seems like that's something that Disney has completely forgot about. In his first 15 years, hey, he was doing all right with it. Now, yeah.
And I think that we have to be less cautious, as Bob, I think, was just alluding to, about such things, and not.
Yeah, just throw caution to the wind now when it comes to your public image. We have to be less cautious. Not more cautious, less cautious. In this political climate, we have to be less cautious. Are people listening? In this political climate, you would think, man, we got to really walk a tight line to make sure that we're not straying too far to the left or the right. We got to just play this thing right down the center, because right now it's hot and heavy. Political action, crazy, okay? All kinds of people are more political than ever. You would think the smart thinking CEO of a company would say, now is the time to really drill down into what our core values are as a business, which is family entertainment. We are focusing on family and nothing else. And we're going to make damn sure that we're doing that above getting less, cautious when it comes to talking about politics. I mean, this man is absolutely ridiculous.
Not be concerned, like just commenting about what happened in Washington last week. That's not political on our part at all.
Do you hear that? Are y'all listening to this? I'm sorry to keep stopping, but this man is out of control. So he's saying making a comment about a political demonstration is in no way political. The fuck are you talking about? That's as political as it gets. How in the hell do you come to that conclusion, Bob? What is running around in this man's head to make him think that making a comment about Jan 6 is in no way political? What kind of bad math are you running to come up with that conclusion? This cat is out of control. This is the CEO of a company making a boneheaded comment like this. How does this happen? This is Disney. This isn't some fly-by-night company that nobody cares about. This is the Walt Disney Company. This man is in control of the company. He's in control of billions and billions of dollars of shareholder money, and he's stupid. He's an idiot. Jesus, man. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous.
We know that what we saw was fundamentally wrong, and that it was rooted in hatred and disrespect and contempt and intolerance. And we should.
I can't do it, man. This cat is out of control, y'all. This cat is out of control. Look, you are free to have whatever opinions you want to have about anything. I don't really care, okay? But to say that a political demonstration is rooted in hatred and intolerance and, what else did he say? Disrespect. To say that a political demonstration is rooted in all of that, oh, no, that's not political at all. That's not taking any political stances whatsoever. It was a political demonstration, bonehead. I mean, good Lord, man. I don't know how this happened, man. This cat, again, smoke and mirrors. That's a lot of Disney right now, man. Everything is smoke and mirrors. And look, that's why it's so important that these videos get out so that people can see this dude is a moron. He is not the guy you think he is. He is an ideological ideologue. He's a hack. He's an ideological hack. He got his position, schmoozing, politicking his way up the ladder. He gets into his position. He's got good people around him, to help run things, to get Disney where it was at. But I mean, now left to his own devices, you see what Disney has become. He got rid of all of the people that were standing in his way between him and going super duper woke. All right. That pushing the company in this woke direction. He got rid of all of those people. And here we are. And this cat is literally saying making a comment about a political demonstration and saying that it's rooted in hate and violence and intolerance and all of that crap. No, that's not a political statement at all. Jesus, man.
And we should feel free as a company to comment about that without retribution. And another thing I want to say that I've learned these last 9 to 12 months is, I'm very proud of a lot of the work we've done in terms of diversity and inclusion on screen. When we did Coco, for instance, at Pixar, a great example of that, or Tiana, or of course, Black Panther is one of the great examples of that. I allowed those things to make me feel a bit complacent in a sense. It's not that I wanted to be that way, but I thought, wow, we did Black Panther. How great are we?
That part was the worst part about this entire thing, at least to me, all right? That was the worst part about this entire situation. Him commenting and saying, oh, how great are we that we did Black Panther? Here, real quick, let me pat myself on the back real quick about that. We did Black Panther. Let me stroke my own ego right here in front of everybody. How great are we? And look, that's the way that this cat was feeling. Actually, I'm going to let him finish, and then I'm going to come back to it real quick. Let him finish.
How great are we? And it caused me to not focus as much as I should have on the culture of the company and the environment and in the voices that were telling those stories as opposed to just how they were being portrayed on the screen.
Okay, so something that I've always said, all right? Let me start off with the first part because there's two parts to that. The first part is he says, how great are we that we did Black Panther, And he was saying, I was kind of rested on my laurels. I was a little complacent. I wasn't going all the way that I should have been going. His first thing, he was feeling good. He was feeling solid. And what's the thing that I've always said about this woke crap? It is filled with virtue signaling, okay? How great are we? Look at us. Look at us. We're amazing. We put out this Black Panther movie. We did something for the black folks out there. Those lowly, noble savages, that's how he comes off, right? He did something for black people. That's how he comes off. So he did something and he's feeling good about himself. All right. What have I always said? It's steeped in piety and sanctimony. It's not real. It's not something that he was doing because he felt it was something he had to do or something that was important to do. It's something he was doing so that he could say, how good are we? How good are we? That's my first thing. I've always said that. Wokeness is steeped in piety and sanctimony. It's about virtue signaling. It's about looking good. It ain't about all the other crap, the actual diversity, equity, inclusion. No. It's about him and his ego. It's about him looking good. I've always said that, and he is saying it right there. But then he catches himself and says, yo, I guess I should actually be about all of this other crap, let's listen to him one more time.
Great are we? And it caused me to not focus as much as I should have.
Not focus as much as I should have, right? He's saying, man, I should have been focusing more on this other stuff, but I was too busy jerking off in the back room talking about how great are we. That's what Bob was doing, all right? That's what he was doing instead of actually doing the job of diversity, equity, BB, blah, 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 That's what he was interested in. Oh, man, I've been a little complacent with that. I should have been doing more for the people, for the black people, for the diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's what he comes to, right? You see what I'm saying? This is why I hate this crap. All right. It's just another reason to hate this DEI shit because it just gives these clowns a false sense of self-righteousness. Look how good we are. I can't stand them for that reason. For that reason alone, it pisses me off. This is the thing about it. Bob Iger is an ideological hack. He doesn't give a damn about all of the stuff that he's talking about. He just wants to look good.
I'm saying what I care about is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them. Okay?
He just wants to be on the right side of history. He's one of them clowns. We're on the right side of history. Again, that was his initial feeling before I guess he thought about it. And he's like, well, I guess I should do something about this diversity stuff. I guess that's my job too. I believe in all of this stupid social crap. Okay, I guess I got to go out there and do this agenda shit. Instead of just sitting there patting himself on the back. I mean, I'm just saying, pay attention to these fools, because I've seen this crap a long time, and I tell people about it, and they be like, nah, DA, you're being a little too hard on the guy. I'm like, no, we're not being hard enough. This is nothing but sheer virtue signaling. And his first thought is really what he's all about. Then he tries to backtrack and clean it up on this little call. I mean, good God, man. I don't understand why Disney hired this guy back. I don't understand why they keep this guy around. If you are still dealing with this fool, if you vote for these fools, you know, when the vote comes up, you deserve to be broke. All right? You deserve to lose all your money. Because this is the nonsense that this guy, this is the wiring that's in his head, all right? It's not about this. It's not about entertaining and, you know, informing and inspiring through storytelling. That's not what he's about. He is about the DEI, and he's about looking good. That's what these cats is caring about. So, you know, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And I'm going to leave it with this. You guys remember this when the Disney CEO says the company will quiet the noise in the culture wars, according to analysts. No, you guys remember that, right? You remember Bob Iger saying we're going to quiet the noise, all right? But this video right here points it out. This dude was the one screaming the entire time. He was the one screaming and shouting it. That's what's so funny about it, all right? Fool, you the one with your loud voice. You talking about quieting the noise. Shut up then. But see, again, that's who he was from the very beginning. It's him. Again, if you decide to go down that road, you deserve to be broke. Anyway, folks, you guys let me know what you think about this situation. Again, this is all we've known to be Disney, all right? And shout out once again to Christopher Rufo for just giving us the ammo, all right? Giving us the receipts. That's what you need with these clowns. You just need the receipts and just keep pointing them out, all right? Eventually, the truth comes to light. It always does. But you guys let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.